Hey guys, how are you doing? This is gonna be a very raw and very real video because times have changed. The world of fancy is over. There is no fancy anymore. Well, maybe there is, but it's not perhaps the most effective thing. Look at this place. This is my office and I am doing phenomenal. So what I want to talk with you about is coaching and why I know that everyone on this planet needs coaching. Why? Because we have blind spots. We have blind spots. No matter how effective you are, if you're looking this way, you cannot look that way. So if you are effective at this thing, you are missing something always. It's the way our biology actually is structured, right? Well, who am I? Who am I to tell you about coaching, or I don't know, maybe you think I'm too young or not experienced enough or something. Well, let me tell you, I'm a certified high performance coach and I've studied more coaching and psychology and personal development principles, and I have created changes for other people, but it's not about me. The thing about coaching is it's about you. That's the difference, because if you look at me, I will probably not be the guy that you think like, oh, this guy can help my business move forward. This guy can help me with my relationships. This guy can help me with my productivity. This guy don't even know how to pronounce the word productivity. It is not about all of that, because it's about you. And what I've been trained and I've been studying a lot is, what do I need to focus on where you are playing at your best and why you are playing at your best, and also when you are performing not at your best and why are you not. And usually we lie a lot to ourselves, right? We don't want to admit something is wrong because we are high performers, we are achievers, and we want to have everything done in the way we know, right? So I'm basically more about how can I get you the result that you're after that is meaningful to you in a consistent way, and not just in one area but in more areas of your life, because more and more just having a great business is not cutting it anymore, you know? Or just having a nice relationship is not enough if you don't have enough money, or you don't have the business or the zest or the passion in life. So I've been focusing on all of those areas, and what makes it so? What is the strategy, the pattern that makes it so? So first I want to tell you something about coaching itself and why it's different than, for instance, consulting. So if I were a consultant, then I would know stuff that you don't know perhaps, and I could implement stuff for you, or I could say like, yo, do this, do that, make this happen in this way, do that, and because it will give you that result, right? No, I don't know many of those things, and probably if you're watching this, you are probably way more successful in some areas that I'm gonna coach you in, because that's not my field of expertise. My field of expertise is figuring out what your success is and what your less kind of success is, and I make it so, I structure the pattern so in talking with you, so that you can focus on, oh, now I get why I do that, or oh, that's helpful. So that's the difference, right? Let me give you a story, an example. I originally am a dancer, and I was looking at a guy. He was, let's call him Alfred. Alfred was trying to do a running backflip. So he runs, and the moment he goes to the mat on the floor, he runs, he jumps, and he tries to do a backflip, right? Do you get the picture? So he's trying to do a backflip, and the moment he lands on, I know what it was like on his hands or on his knees, and he couldn't land it right? And one thing that coaches do is they just observe. Just observing. I'm not giving you any advice. I'm not saying like, I know better than you or whatever. No, I'm just observing what is going on, how you are doing what you're doing. So this guy is going and going and going, and he doesn't get it right, he doesn't get it right, he doesn't get it right. And at some point I see a pattern. I see what is happening because I know something about physics and about the center of gravity and how the momentum going around the center of gravity. And I said like, yo, Alfred, my buddy, can I tell you something? If you would allow me to tell you something. He said, yeah, sure, man, sure. So I tell him like, look, you are running, but you are still having this forward momentum. So you're jumping with this forward momentum while spinning, and you're actually chasing your center of gravity. So you are not turning around the center of gravity. So because you're chasing the center of gravity, you don't turn fast enough. What I think would be really helpful is if you run, and instead of thinking forward and up and over, just run. You already have the forward momentum. You already know what to do. But now, just block your forward momentum and only think about going up, because your body will want to move forward anyway, right? So he says like, makes sense, makes sense. So he tries it. What do you think? Boom. Does it. Does it. Next time, boom. Does it. Next time, boom. Does it. What happened? He used that move in the show. It is just a simple metaphor. It's just a story, an analogy. But the thing is, I cannot do that backflip. I can't. I'm afraid. I don't want to. You know, I cannot do that. So he has this expertise in this thing, and I don't. But what did happen is I was able to make him change some of his behavior to get a different result, and that changed his happiness, his effectiveness, and he used it in the show. And you know what I mean? That's the difference, and why I believe coaching is very important. Second main reason why is, think about this for a sec. Where do all the results in your life come from? Where do all the results that you've created in your life come from, that you're actually proud of? So not things that were handed to you, not things that you think was, yes, I was born in this over here, and this people gave me this. No, what did you create that you're so proud of, that you think this is who I am? That is something that makes life meaningful, in my opinion. And I think you feel the same way if you think about a thing you're so proud of. Well, what made that so? What made that so? Actually, it was always because you took some action that created a result, that created an impact, that created something in the environment. You took control over yourself and over the environment. So it's about control and exerting your inner energy and who you are, and creating something new that's valuable to you and to other people. So how do you get that? It's based upon on your behavior, the actions that you have been taking that created that result. So how do you get those behaviors? Where are they coming from? Well, of course, it's based upon inspiration, the focus you have. But mostly it's because of the emotional feeling you have in the moment that makes you do something. The emotion that you have about something will make you behave in this way or in that way. Your emotional makeup, your state of being, how you are feeling in that way, that is creating some kind of behavior. If you are feeling sad and depressed, you are having a very different behavior and therefore different results. If you are feeling euphoric and powerful and like row, that's a word I use, row it, you're gonna row it, that is actually increasing the chances that your behavior will create the impact that you were after in the first place, what you thought was valuable. So what creates your emotional state? Well, that is mainly based upon, in the moment, how you use your physiology, but I'm actually talking about something different right now. It is based upon how you frame things in your mind, how you focus, and what is the meaning of what you're focusing on. So if you think, for instance, about your job, or you have a meeting, or about your boss, or your relationships, or your health, or something, or your body, or your children, or your spouse, whatever you're thinking about, how you are focusing on that, and then second, what it means to you, the meaning will give you the feeling. If you say like, oh, she sucks, you will get the feeling of suckiness. You will get that is the feeling you will get out of that. But if you think like, oh, this thing, I know it is like this, but I know what to do about it, or I know what I want to do with it, or I see this is in some way difficult, but I know how to make it easy. If you shift the frame in your mind and what it will mean to you and how you process that information, that outside reality, then you can have control. That now you will have something of clarity, and now it's easy to take that action because you feel that way. Does that make sense? I know it does. I know it does. So that is actually that's actually what a coach does. He makes sure that you focus on things that you are struggling with in ways that you are not focusing on right now. Because otherwise, you would have already solved the thing, right? If you are, if you haven't focused, or if you haven't resolved the thing yet, if it hasn't been done yet, then you are still focusing it in some way in your mind in a way that's not serving you. So last thing I want to tell you guys is voices. Voices. A coach is a voice that is different from all other voices you have in your environment. So let me give you 1 sec for the airplane. I think it's too loud. So, voices. You're having voices that tell you what things mean. And what I specifically mean is you have thoughts. Those are voices. You have thoughts in your mind. Voices. All these voices telling you like, this is bad, this is good, this is awesome, this sucks. Can you edit your video? Can you do this? Can you do that? Or, who is this guy? You're having all these voices and all these thoughts, right? Well, what you habitually think is how you will feel, because out of your thinking comes the meaning, right? And we already covered that the feeling comes from the meaning you give to stuff. So if I tell you like, what is wrong with that? Then your mind needs to focus on, what is wrong with that? And it presupposes that something is wrong. But you can also say like, how could we make this fun? That's a whole different voice, a whole different question. Even the tonality of that, right? It's a whole different thing to experience like, how can we make that fun? And now you have to actually think like, how can we make that fun? I don't know. I never thought about it that way exactly, because that's what the coach does. And think about, where are all your voices coming from right now? All the voices. Your parents, your friends, your teachers, your lover-spouse relationships, the books you read. They're all voices written down on paper. The media, the news, social media, billboards, I don't know. All the words you read, all the thoughts you have, all the things that you're thinking, mostly unconscious by the way, they will determine how you will feel, what you will focus on, what is important, what is not important, how you will fit in, how you will not, if you pull back or if you move forward, if you are confident, if you are not, if something is really awesome and you feel grateful for that. All these things, your neurology that will actually, they come from voices. And most voices around you are not built right now in a society to help you. They are not built to help you. They are built to help them. Every voice right now is built to help them. And now I'm gonna tell you something really strange. Really strange. The voice of a coach is actually built to help the coach. It may sound strange. I've been saying this thing, but now I'm moving it the other way around. Well, think about the coaching business itself. And this is actually, just think about from a helicopter perspective. My business will grow, and that's a selfish reason, right? But my business will grow because of my voice is helping you. My voice is helping you. So the only way that I can be successful and live my dream life is I focus on you. If I make you succeed. So actually, this is why I think it's so beautiful and so awesome. The whole coaching business and the whole coaching structure and how the system works is based upon how will I help you out. So if I don't help you out, then I'm not helping myself out. So I think it's a really funny thing in that way. If I help you out, I help myself out. And what will happen, like most business, almost all business, the way it grows is based upon word of mouth, right? Makes sense. So how does word of mouth happen? If I over deliver, if I give you so much that you think like, wow, I gotta tell my friend about that. That was amazing. That was amazing. I got, you know what? I gotta tell my competitors about that, because not having this distinction in my life will steal from humanity. Now, I'm kind of joking right now. Word of mouth. And the only way I can get you to give word of mouth for me is if I give you the result. So the only way to give you the result is if I really give you the result. And actually I want to wrap it up with that. I just believe so much in the human capability and the ability and the power to create beauty, to create love, to create new connections, to create awesomeness. And because that's what you want anyway, right? Perhaps you say like, no Evan, I want money, I need money. Yeah, but how are you gonna get it? If you feel in this awesome place where you feel resourceful, creative, where you actually make stuff happen, where you see strategies that you therefore did not see, where you are more creative into getting there, interacting with people because you feel confident to actually ask something to someone, to ask for a raise to your boss, because now you have figured out the block in your mind that stopped you from actually just simply asking something. It's that simple, but usually we are all missing something. Even I am missing a lot of things. That's why I am having a coach as well. So that's my whole story about the coach. This is my offer to you. If you agree with this, or just want to try it out, just try it out. Again, the only way that I will succeed is if I help you succeed. It's that simple. So there is no catch. There is nothing like on how to say it, under the grass or something. No, the only thing that is real is that I have learned and discovered, and I've been focusing a lot of my time, I think 8 years right now, on focusing on how to get the most out of people and out of myself, of course. That is my area of expertise. That is what I do. I don't know what you are doing, but I just know that I have something that's valuable to you. That's just what I know. And what I'm offering to you is a free strategy session where you will get more clarity and more control of what you're already doing. So that's for free. That's for free. If you like that, we can continue. So what I need you to do right now is to just fill in this questionnaire. So it's just some questions that will already give you clarity of where you're at and where you want to be going. This way, you can see if you are wanting to coach with me. But also, I have to tell you that I will not coach with anyone. I actually want to coach with people who come from a good place and also are very eager to actually make stuff happen and actually want to create an impact in the world. Actually, those are the people that I'm looking for. So it's not just you qualifying me. I really appreciate that because I want to show up as my best to serve you, but also I'm qualifying you, if that makes sense, because I have only so many hours a day and I want to have the most effective time and the most effective impact with what I'm doing. It's actually something that's also in the coaching curriculum that will make that happen for you, like what is really important to you and how do you cut things off that are not the best use of your time, because you only have so many hours a day, one life. I've been talking too much right now. Please, if you're interested, fill in the questionnaire, send it to me, and we will go on a talk, and let's see if it clicks, and if it does, then we just continue this journey. And it is based upon a 12 session program. It's based upon high performance. I can actually send you a link. It is created by Brendon Burchard. It's created by Brendon Burchard. He created High Performance Habits, and he created a coaching curriculum that is right now as a client satisfaction rate a 9.4. In the International Coaching Federation, I think it is about a 7.6. And this coaching program has a client satisfaction rate of 9.4, so that's like off the charts. So I'm not gonna talk about it right now. I just want you to get in, so just we can see if this works and if I can add value to your life, and just to make a change. Let me know. I would love to have you on board. Again, open the questionnaire. It's real simple. You can just write on it on a PDF, and then you can send it back to me, and I will get in touch with you. I love that you stayed this long. How long was that? Wow, that was 19 minutes. So thanks so much for staying with me, and I will hope to see you very soon and bless. Bye bye.